Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Susan. Today I want to share with you on how to make this beautiful A-line dress. It's a very simple one. You can use any fabric to make it. You can use Ankara fabric to make it. So we are going to be recreating this dress today. If this sounds like what you like to learn, stay on the line, guys. Let me use this medium to thank my subscribers. Thank you so much, guys, for always coming back. I really do appreciate. So this is the fabric we are going to be using. Is 100% cotton. You can use any type of Ankara or any type of material to recreate this dress. I'm actually making it for a client who is pregnant. So I've gone ahead to draw my lines to save our time. So I've drawn all the lines that we'll be needing. So that's our shoulder line, and the second one is our bust point, and our under bust point, our waistline, and I also drew her tummy because she's pregnant. That's our hip. You will not be needing the hip. I just drew it, and this is the half cut of this dress. This dress is going to have gathers at the down. So this particular length is 48 inches, and I'm going to use about 15 inches for the gathers to make it complete. So let's go ahead now. I'm just going to go ahead now to take a shoulder measurement divided by 2, and whatever I have, I added half inch to it, and from there I'm going to also come down by a armhole length, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to divide our shoulder by 2. Whatever I have, I'm going to add it there. So I'm going to also come here, then I will take 8 inches, which is what I had at the shoulder. So I'll just make sure that I have the 8 inches across all points of the armhole. So when I was done with that, I'm going to go ahead now to also draw a straight line to indicate that this is our armhole. So when I was done, I'm going to slope our shoulder by about half an inch. So when I was done sloping the shoulder, I'm going to take a neck width, which is 3 inches. So from the neck width, I'm just going to connect it down to the half inch at our armhole, because our shoulders are not straight. So for the front neck depth, I'm going to be using 3 inches because this is high neck. So I'm just confirming that I have my 3 inches across all points. That's 3 by 3 is what I actually use for the front. So after that, I'm just going to go ahead now to connect. It's going to be a round, just the basic round neckline. So when I was done, I'm going to go ahead now to look for the midpoint of this shoulder. I'll use our arm also. I will know exactly where to cuff. So before I do that, I'm going to take our bust measurement, circumference divided by 4. Whatever I have, I'm going to add it there. Then I'm going to draw a line this way to connect. So when I was done drawing that line, I'm just going to use I'll just look for the midpoint of this, and I'm going to come in for the front armhole, because our armhole are not straight. So it's kind of coffee at the front. So I'm going to connect it this way by half inch. I'm just going to cuff it exactly. Then for the back neckline, I'm cut it exactly. So after that, I'm just confirming what I have at the bust, because I want to put it at that bust point you get. So after that, I'm going to add 1 inch for seam allowance, and I'm going to add extra 1.05 inches for seam allowance. Also note that our bust is actually 9. I used 10, then I still added 1 inch extra. So at our under bust, I use our waist measurement for our under bust, then I still added extra inches because she is pregnant. So if I make it tight, you know how it's going to be. It's not going to look that beautiful. So when I was done, I just connected it on the bust. I just connected it this way, and I'm going to shift it over to the down part so we can actually get our A-line shape. So at the down, I'm going to put in a hip measurement divided by 4, and whatever I have, I'm going to add 5 inches extra to that. 5 inches extra. Then I'm going to add allowance of about 1.05, just the way we added for every other thing. So that's it. After that, I'll just get my ruler, then I'll keep it this way. You can see the eight shape is already coming out, and I'm just going to go ahead now to connect it this way from that hip point that's at the down part of this dress. I'm just, because she's pregnant, so I just want to make sure that the tummy isn't going to be that, it's not going to be fitted, you get, because of the big tummy that is protruding out. So I just had to make sure that I am not going to be making the dress and it's going to be fitted for her. So I just went ahead now to connect it, and this is our A-line shape already that we have here. I just go ahead now to cut it. Guys, if you've watched this video to this point, please like this video, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on the notification button. Thank you so much. So when I was done, I just place it on the back pattern and I'm going to cut it. I place it on a fresh fabric and I'm just going to cut it because I'm going to cut the front and the back, and the front and the back is actually the same. It's just the neck and the armhole that is going to be different. So that is it. So this is the back and the front together. So as if you notice, I actually kept an extra inches up. You can see there is an extra fabric up where I'm going to use in, because I want it to overlap. So that's it. So I'm going to add half inch at the shoulder line because I'm going to be using that half inch to join with the shoulder back. So our armhole is not going to shift. So when I was done doing that, I'm just going to go ahead now to connect it that way. So right now what I'm going to do is that I'm going to take the back neckline, which is going to be 1 inch. So that's it. So just go ahead now to take the back neckline and I'm just going to draw it this way. So when I was done, I'm going to cut the back neckline. I'll just go ahead and cut the back neckline this way, and we are going to keep it, that's 1 inch. Then what I'm going to do, I also cut this other side. That's what we have is actually our normal measurement plus half inch of our stitching allowance. So right now I'm going to minus 1 inch out of the front shoulder. I'm going to minus 1 inch and I'm going to increase 1 inch at the back. So before I minus the 1 inch from the front, I'll go ahead first to increase the back measurement by 1 inch. So that's it. I'm just going to go ahead now to connect it this way. Then I'm going to go ahead now to minus 1 inch from the front shoulder. Then when I was done, I'm just going to cut everything off. So that is how it's going to be. So the back is going to be overlapping. This is important so the front will not be dragging the back downwards. That's why I do this, so it has to overlap. So this is how it's actually going to overlap. That's it. So when I was done, I just cut the neckline. Then I want to mark my pocket, where my pocket is going to start. So from my armhole, I'm just going to come down by 8 inches. You can do 7. Yes, 7 is the standard for me. So but depending on the person's height, I'm just going to do 8 inches. So when I was done, I'm just going to notch it. Yeah, so now let's go over now to work on our neckline for the back. You know, at this back there is going to be a button, so we are going to do a loop for a button. So I'm just going to come down by about 3 inches or 3.5 inches to 4 inches. Then I'm just going to slide open it. I'll just open it, just a straight line. I'll open it. Then that's where we are going to add our button, so it will be free for the person to wear it, because the neck is going to be up neck. So that's it. So I've gone ahead to fold the fabric this way, and what we have here for the pocket opening is going to be 8 inches, because I'm going to go ahead, when I'm done, I'm going to use that 8 inches. I'm going to do front and back, like I'll stitch the front and I'll stitch the back. So I added allowance to it. Then I'm just going to go ahead now to come in here to check what I have here. Then I'm just going to connect it this way. It's as simple as that, and that's our pocket. I'll go ahead now to cut it, and I'm also going to cut two, so for our pocket for the other side and the other side of our pocket. So that is it. So I'll go ahead now. You can see my hand can enter it. That means it's going to be all right for her. So I'll keep it aside while I've already cut my lining, because I'm going to use lining for this fabric. It's actually not compulsory, but is actually what you want and how you like your dress to be. So but I want to put lining to it. So when I was done, I'm going to put facing. This is my facing. I've already cut my facing out. And this is how I'm going to just place it. You can see how it is. So we are going to fold it this way and stop stitch on top, while you also stop stitch on the other upper part. So this is it when I was done. So this is it. I'm just going to go ahead now to place the lining on top of the actual fabric, and I'm going to stitch it this way. I'll turn the neck with 1/2 inch, and I'm also going to turn the sides of this dress, and that is it. So when I was done turning, this is what we have. I added loop to my back. You can see added loop to read to the back neck when I was turning. Also added paper stay. So right now I'm going to go ahead now to stitch to join the shoulders together, and I'm going to stitch with about 1/2 inch that we added. So that is it. I'll stitch it from the lining to lining, and I'm going to stitch it from fabric to fabric. This is it when I was done stitching, guys. You can see how it's looking so beautiful. You can see how it is. So right now I'm going to go ahead now to shape this dress. So I'm going to place it this way. I'll place the back on the front, and I'm going to go ahead now to shape it with the allowance that we actually added. So this is it. So that's it. I'm just trying to arrange it to make sure that they align. So after that, I'm just going to go ahead now to shape it just that way. So I'm done shaping it. So right now I actually want to attach the pocket to the fabric. So I'm done stitching from the right side, and I've also stitched it from the right side, and I've done it. Look at it. I'm going to stitch it this way, and when I was done, I'm going to flip it over to the other side, and the both sides are going to be neat. You can see how it is, guys. So right now we are going to go ahead now to place it on the you're going to go ahead now to place it this way. So I'm going to place the right side. I'm going to sew it on the right side. Notice that the bigger part is on the is at the down part, and I'm going to also stitch it like this. Then when I'm done, I'm going to close it. You can see, so it's neat. I'm not going to weave it because I already did everything. So this is our sleeve. I've already gone ahead to draft our sleeve off the camera, and it's just the basic sleeve, so I don't think there was need of me showing you guys. So this is it. I'm just going to go ahead now to open up this part, and I'm going to attach it. Notice that our back is actually overlapping the front, so we are going to notch the midpoint of this armhole. You can see you're just going to place your armhole like this and notch the midpoint. You notch the midpoint also of the sleeve, and you're going to go ahead and stitch it with 1/2 inch. When I was done stitching it, guys, this is how it came out. It came out very beautiful, and I've stitched on both sides. Look at it here. So right now we are going to go ahead now to trim the down part of this dress, so we can know the actual measurement. And please, I would like to advise you that you put your gathers first before you put your sleeve. You get me? Put your gathers first before you put your sleeve, so you can easily turn it from the armhole side. So because I already put my sleeve, so I just open one side, and that was where I turn instead of turning from the armhole. So this is me just measuring the round of this dress, and what I have, I'm going to cut times 2 of that, and I'm going to use for front and for back. So this is it. I've gone ahead to draw this. I've gone ahead to just is a straight fabric. So what I have here, the length I have here is actually about 18, and what I actually need is 15 for the length to complete the full length of this dress is actually 63, so I need 15 to complete our 48. So I actually cut 18 because I'm going to use the rest as stitching allowance, and I'm going to have big folding at the down. So I'm going to go ahead now to gather it like this, and I'm going to go ahead now. When I was done gathering on the both side, both the front and the back, look at how it is. I'll make sure that they are going to fit in on the down part of this dress. So right now I'm going to pick this dress and I'm going to open it. I'm going to open it this way. So when I was done opening it, I'm going to go ahead now to open on the other side also, because you're doing it separately. So when I was done, I'm just going to go ahead and still open this other side. You're going to go ahead and open this other side because you're actually going to stitch them separately. So that's it, guys. So when I was done opening everywhere, look at how it is. So I'm going to pick the gathers. This is the gathers. I left about 1 inch at the beginning of this dress. So this is me. I just placed the gathers on the right side of this dress, and then I'm going to use the lining to actually turn it. You get what I'm saying? Just watch what I'm doing. This is it. The lining, the right side of the gathers facing the right side of the fabric, and the lining right side is also facing the wrong side of the gathers. So I'm going to go over to the machine and stitch it with about 1/2 inch. When I was done stitching it, and I turn it from this place that I told you, I turn it over from there, and this is what we have. So I'm going to repeat the same for both sides. I'll repeat the same for the other side. When I was done, I just went ahead to stop stitch to close it. You can see. So when I was done, I'm going to go ahead now to cover it up. I'm going to complete it this way. You can see. So we'll just complete it with the inches that we use in shaping this dress. So after that, I'm going to fold it, and this is how it came out, guys. It came out very beautiful, and my clients absolutely love it. Guys, I have another tutorial on this making of A-line, where we actually have the slit on the front side. So I'm going to drop it in the description button. You can go check it out, guys. And this is where I would like to come to the end of this tutorial. Please, thank you so much for watching. Please go ahead and subscribe, turn on the notification button so you'll be notified whenever I post a new one, and please share this video to your friends. And guys, see you in my next one. Thank you.